Afternoon all. King's Cross Cafe is very lively today, as you see, 53 people. It's the place I'll come between rounds, except for a Warzone where there's no rounds. There's no gap between rounds usually. But so it's going very well in the cafe. Discussing videos. I enjoy chatting to you guys in real time. Some of you people from YouTube, some of you people from Chess World. That's brilliant to see you as well. Okay. So I had a GM win earlier because Chesscube have got a GM playing in the Masters room at the moment. If we go to the Masters room, we might be able to catch a glimpse. Let's go to the Masters room, play the Masters. There's a special guest today. If we look on live games, it's actually he might have finished now. I'm not sure. Okay. I was just saying on the cafe about avoiding playing Latvians. I think it was too embarrassing, some of those Latvian losses in a recent 2-minute video. I think if you're not playing it precisely, you can get completely destroyed trying to play in effect what looks like a King's Gambit in reverse, but it is a tempo down, which makes it even more scary to play if you get it wrong. So I was kind of emphasising also, you know, moving at F pawn is also weakening your king on the diagonal. That's probably why I lose a lot of games when the opponent also plays C5 as white and I'm black, because if I castle king side, C5 is often opening that dangerous diagonal as well. So it's a common tactical theme. When you castle king side, the attacking diagonal to your own king, not to sort of, you've got to sometimes play some prophylactic moves like king h1, otherwise the diagonal can be a source of real tactical combinations. Okay, probably only got a minute now, so 4:45, 3 minutes. I don't know if I can quickly, just very quickly look at my own games to see that GM win as black. It was pretty cool. I'll do more detail on that. It was the first of the three. We had a rematch. So I was black and I played the burn variation, and there was a nice queen sack in it. I'm just very quickly going over this. So I was happy with my position here. Standard C5 break I usually use. Worked a treat here. C file pressure on C2 and pressure on B2 as well with this bishop maneuver. Then I don't know what I was on, but I thought this would be quite funny to play a queen sack with black hair. Queen takes c3. It kind of must have disturbed him psychologically. In fact, I'm going a piece down, but a5 coming up is pressure because of a4, and now it's starting to get very tricky. After losing that knight, he just collapses. Actually, I'm actually a piece up now. So it's a quick collapse, and even worse now is this bishop c3. So it ended there. So that was a bit of a GM crusher, which I think I'm really happy about that. But then I lost the next two, of course, because you know he is a grandmaster. Statistically, he's going to crush me. But generated a bit of luck with my burn system there. So in case you haven't seen this game, so I was black here. So the burn, you know, it was ever since this I played Quillen, he beat me with it as black, and I thought it's kind of dynamic, this G takes F takes. So I've had some fun games with it, beating FMs in long over the board time control with it, like Dave Ledger. It's an interesting system. When white plays knight c3, they're blocking in, you know, the c4 pawn, which is useful for often d5. So thematically, I'm not worried about d5 as much here. White playing for d5 with the pawn on c4. So basically, yeah, the liberating c5 here, and giving me a bit of counterplay. Of course, in endgames, I'm not going to be that great with all these weaknesses, weak pawns probably. But in the middle game, which is fun, great fun, putting pieces pointing at my grandmaster opponent's king. Then this lovely, well, I'm not sure it's that sound. Rook d5, because otherwise he had things like knight c6. I had a vulnerability here. I had to protect the rook, because otherwise knight c6 is with check. So anyway, this Warzone is probably going to start any second now, but let's just have a quick look again. Queen takes c3. So I think with accurate play, this is not right. Anyway, so Warzone. Here we go. Here we go. So nice Horgo. What's his name here? Starting game. Let's close some of these tabs. My games tab in particular. Play the Master's Room. Rapid Fun the Cup. Okay. Maybe it will help. Cube thingy. I don't know why. I'll play the Gambit with the advanced variation. This Gambit on D4, as you can tell on D4. Okay, am I going to get crushed? What about Knight G5 here? Is that terrible? Threaten Knight B5 now because of that Queen move. So am I going to win E6? Oh, there's Knight C7 anyway. Can win the Rook. Well, yeah, I'll just win the Rook. Oh, did I press the doubling cube? I've pressed it now. And he's accepted it even though he's lost the Rook. That's a bit cheeky, isn't it? Okay, I'll just try and open up the position against this king. I've only got 30 seconds though. Oh, am I too complacent on the clock? Win the other Rook or the Bishop. I think the Bishop here to weaken his king more actually. So I'm getting Queen E5, but I've got to catch up on the clock. Now hopefully the i7, sorry, the i5 laptop I've got up here is going to help now in this kind of situation for not losing too easily on time. He hasn't got. Okay. Am I in trouble? Probably. Uh-oh. 14 seconds. I've only got 14 seconds. No, don't tell me I'm going to lose this game. This looks too dangerous. Whoops. What about Bishop F1s? Stop the mate. I've only got 3 seconds. I've fluffed it, haven't I? Unless he sacks his queen. Loses his queen here. Oh, I've really fluffed it. Oh, Queen D7. Oh, not a great start after. Oh. Alright, let's speed up. Albin counter Gambit. Oh, that's tragic, isn't it? But this Gambit's good if I can play it correctly. Oh. Reset. Just reset for the next game. That's the key, I think, at least in normal tournaments. You gotta like just forget the previous game, move on to the next, try and learn a lesson or two, maybe speed up here. So I want to stick in some pre-moves more than the previous game, I think. Maybe Bishop G4 looks so good. This looks so crushing, but judging from the previous game, there's Knight B4 there as well. Knight B4 here. There's Queen G2 as well. Queen G2, I'll take Queen G2 for a sec, and then Knight D5. Knight D5 protects the knights. Can I get? I did double key right. So I don't know. Knight takes E3, trying to just get to this king. Or Knight E4. Okay, Knight E4 takes F2. Then there's Knight takes E3 coming up, or Rook takes E3. That's throwing a check to avoid losing the bishop. So pre-move time. Bishop C2. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I can't lose on time. Can I win on time? Drawn? I managed to draw that. Oh. So I played Rook B7 stalemate. Great. I'm having all the luck so far in this tournament. Oh dear, oh dear. Ah! Alright, I promised I wouldn't be affected by terrible previous games. I don't mind the time odds, it's fine, but come on. Alright, I think there's a certain pre-move flow I need to master back or put back into the games, which I'm not a bit complacent about, trying to sort of gain advantage on the clock perhaps, but I think it might be key to these games, you know. So it's a major part of strategy to get an advantage on the clock somehow, because then it can create blunders later. So horrible games so far. Let's forget them. Okay, so pre-move flow. Okay, like rookie 1 knight f5. Just try and get the pre-move flow sorted. Sacking a pawn, maybe knight f1 to g3 to e4. So even though it might not be the best, it's fast to play. I've only got 28 seconds anyway. Oh blimey. Okay, so pre-move flow. Let's get into this. What about queen a3, bishop a3? Uh-oh, without losing too much material. What about b6 and trying for a mating attack? Please let me have a mating attack. Uh-oh, there's queen b5. He's going to take the queens off. I'm going to lose on time. Uh-oh. Oh, here. Am I mating with this? Almost. Yes! Right. So pre-move flow, I think that's the key here for getting some points. Get the pre-move flow going, get the confidence going. Kuckerman, I think he crushed me on the time, so that would be a good test case actually in the Chesscube Open recently. So try and get a pre-move flow going against him. Would be good to see how this works. Okay, he's a bit short on time at the moment compared to me. Not CD. Oh. Okay. So h6 g5 would be part of pre-move flow, unless I'm going to get totally like blasted here, which is another possibility. Bishop g2s, queen b7s, a few pre-moves in. So rook d8, knight e5s for example. Just try and win d6. So if I can win d6, I can play for e5, f5, e4. Okay. H5 would close up the position. I'll play king f7. Okay. But now he's got a good lock on the position. So what do? Get queens off? Could try for that. Try for b5. Try for d3. Queen f3 is also good. It's going to extinguish that. Shame. What about a5, a4? So pre-move through with a5, a4. This is what I mean. The flow. Get the rooks doubled, maybe even tripled on b3. The flow's here. The flow is here. So queen b7. Okay. In fact, can I be a bit cheeky here? Uh-oh, why did I just lose the queen? Why did I play queen a2? No, I've just lost the rook as well. Oh, what a muppet. What a muppet. Yes, one on time. So that shows you that pre-move flow is pretty important. But hopefully without just giving away your queen. So anyway, getting some points here now, 7, but the leader's on 41. So anyway, the pre-move flow, that's the key to this. Pre-move flow. So just pre-move flow. If there's any strategy, it's probably, I don't know, just totally intuitive isolated queen's pawn now. I can blockade on the isolated queen's pawn with b5 and that sort of stereotypical stuff now. Knight to d7 to d5. So isolate queen pawn strategy. Watching out for the old battery of bishop and queen on my h7 square. Like now, for example. So g6, yeah, to avoid getting mated. But apart from that, yeah, there's knight c3 potentially here. So I'll protect that bishop. But then he's avoided that. Can I get rid of this guy? Okay. Is my king too weak here? Don't know. Actually, I'm down on time, aren't I, as usual? So can I use the h file if he takes? Or rook c4. Okay, where's the pre-move flow, you might be asking, that I've been talking about as a major strategy? Rook h6 to h8. That's part of it. But he keeps gaining lots of time with these annoying moves. Does he want queens off? Oh, zero there. So here is where it doesn't look too hot. It doesn't look too hot, but can I just double up rooks? Uh-oh, just rook 96s, yeah. I've only got a second anyway, I'm going to lose on time anyway. It's a shame. Oh, so he's a quite good one anyway, 2286. Oh, 2388 on general, but still, to lose by 5 seconds, I mean, despite my pre-move flow. Oh, okay. Oh, that was the leader anyway, that he's on 55. Oh, no wonder. He seemed quite quick. But French defence, the shock absorber opening, but especially against the advanced variation in the French. What's this? Giving up the queen? We did double the cube, didn't we? So I'll just play for knight e4, and now let's see, g5, g4 should be routine. Gaining space here, we're just winning another piece. Okay, f4, f3 should do the trick. Quick win coming up, h5, h4. Or rook f2, bit of a blast with rook f2, rook f8. Or rook f2 here, queen takes g3 next. And mate, next move, come on, come on. Queen h2, I think whatever black does. Oh, now there's queen h2. Okay, so we're on 19, 26 minutes left. Okay, pre-move flow. Get onto these light squares. Let me take one here to get the f-file pressure. Maybe c3 to avoid problem with d4. Okay, maybe queen e2. Protect d3. Knight e3 to d5 springs to mind now. So I want a bit of pre-move flow here. Knight d5 c4. I'm just trying to put moves in advance. He's not going to play rook d5 though, is he? Ouch. No, he didn't. That was a bit of a risk. So knight g5 and f7 pressure. Maybe rook f2 to get knight to f3. Let's go back. So f7 pressure, or is that right? Queen f3, queen g4. Okay, good ending. These pawns look brilliant. Okay, I can munch these pawns surely and play e5. Rook c6 and e5. Get the other rook in, infiltration, like the Magnus Carlsen Sicilian, close Sicilian win. Those centre pawns. I get my king on this one. Okay, what about d6? Playing for d6. So here, definitely there's a pre-move flow, because I can think where my king's going. If how about a check, throwing a check, and then a5, and then a6, a7. So he's getting a bit overloaded here, surely. Okay, I'm queening first. Oh no, he's put me on a checking square. I've won on time just by 2 seconds. So 31 points, so I'm only 40 away, 24 minutes left. Harnessing the power of the pre-move flow concept. Okay, and Gambits. Okay, Gambit, make it a Gambit. Give me initiative, please. Okay, put it on here. Play for like knight takes f2 or something. Or light squares. Okay, if I protect d5 first, play for the light squares. So knight, something like knight e2 threatens f2 anyway. Or knight g3 coming up. Or like queen f7. I'll just take here. Or knight takes f2 here. That looks juicy. So my queen's protecting things. Actually, if I play knight takes d4 here, then there's rook e8 if he's not careful. And bishop g4. Actually, if I get my queen to f3, then actually that'd be cool, because then queen h1, but then bishop g2. So I don't know if bishop h3. Okay, but he's got rook f1. Am I messing this up? No, hang on. There's queen f3 here. So, but rook f2 is a problem. There's bishop e4. Okay, it's not all bad. But I'm 5 seconds behind. How did I do that? 5 seconds behind. Okay, so I've got to catch up 6 seconds now. I don't know how. Pre-move to king move to c4. Okay, b5, b4, a5. Got to sort of hover as well over the move I want to play. So how can I win from this endgame position? Put pawns on light squares over here. Pre-move that, pre-move a capture. I don't know, this is naughty. Just trying to win on time. I know it's naughty. This is difficult to win, isn't it? It's just difficult to win this position. So 45, leaders on 89. I'll just show you this thing here. 45, 89, 21 minutes left. So that guy that really crushed me on time as well as position. Leading. Oh, what's this? Okay. I'll play for a quick mate with h4, bishop h7. So queen. Oh, even quicker. So g6. That's what I need. That's the kind of game I need. Over in a flash. So 53, but these are 119. 119. Look at that. Oh. But I'm sticking to French, no Latvians. Oh, did I double the cube? Oh no. I'm not sure I doubled the cube. What a muppet. In the previous game. I'm a muppet. I didn't double the cube. Okay, so this is opening the burn that I beat the GM with. So he's playing for d5 though, thematically. And and doesn't look all that hot, does it? Oh, let's have the double pawns. Maybe the d4 square here. It's going to pawn. If I can undouble and play c5. Okay, I'll play a5, a4. So pre-move flow. Get my king out here. Danger. Actually, queen a5 first though. Bishop a4. King c7, rook b8. So I've got a 10-second advantage with the old pre-move flow. So it has clear benefits for winning on time if you can manage it. If you can avoid, in particular, losing the old queen. If I can play d3 here, that would have been handy. Or queen c3 would have been great. Okay, he's panicky a bit here. Okay, so I've got a comfortable position. If I can get this guy doing something. Yes, decoying the queen. What about c4? c4 is weak. Rook c4 coming up. Queen c4, that's good for pre-flow. Pre-move flow, because I get the king over. Hopefully without getting mated. Rook a2 if he moves his queen. So I'll play this move. Play it now. Okay. Okay. 71, 139. Oh, these odds, these are odds. Can I catch up this rabbit? So Danish Gambit, I believe it's called, and it's okay for blitz. It's fantastic for blitz. These weapons of choice sometimes, I hope. But the key thing, pre-move flow. So rook d1, bishop c4, quick as a flash. Knight d5 would have been good there. Ouch. Oh, I can pick up the knight square bishop, but it's not as exciting as knight d5 was before. But there's f4 maybe, and rook f4, bishop f6. Okay, so f4. Okay, can I just... I don't know. Okay, I can double the pawns anyway, I'll do that. But he's ahead on the clock. Oh, okay, that's cool. If I take the bishop to leave a fawn pawn, is that better? I could philosophize this, but I haven't got too much time. What about oh, so I'm 8 seconds behind all of a sudden. It'd be good to go for a mating attack, obviously, if permitted. So FG would be tasty. King H1 is probably going to be needed soon after a check. There's bishop E3 as well, but let's not be too pedantic about it. Okay. I think I'll take this guy. I'll take this guy as a pre-move. Bishop F6 would be pre-move. I'm winning the rook anyway, pre-move. Queen G4 is a pre-move. Is there anything stronger than Queen G4? Queen G3. Because Bishop T6 would be supported. Cool. So I'm on 91. So 139. Catching up here. 16 minutes 30 left. Okay, may the pre-move flow carry on. With maybe Dutch stone wall. Dutch stone walls. I did have a horrible loss in the Cube Open last night with the Dutch stone wall, but here I'm already 6 seconds down. Look, he's pre-moving me like crazy. He just gave up a knight. He's giving up a bishop almost. He's giving up a bishop. Oh, can I just mate him to finish this game? Yes. Okay, he's just resigned. Pre-move disaster on his part. Okay. Morris Smith, that's probably better than b3 sometimes. Okay, so maybe h3, g4, bishop g2. It's a surprise weapon. Castle, yeah. Okay, so knight d2 to c4 on d6, a4 on a5 to clamp down b6. Okay, knight b6 would have been good as well. He's not going to give up the exchange, is he? Oh, what about just bishop b6 to win that a5 pawn? Okay, can I get the knight to c6 on pre-move flow? Open up the g file just in case that's handy later. So like f3 coming up. Okay, and get my king over, get the rook g1 in. If I get my king over now, so rook g1, get the king maybe to over there. Okay, maybe b4, b5. Why did I do that? Oh, what a muppet! Too clever by half, too clever. Oh, ouch. Is there any way of salvaging this? I doubt it. I've only got 12 seconds as well. What a mess. What a beautiful win that would have been. Ah, and now it's just total disaster. I could just give up here. Play for a stalemate or something if I get the king up the board. Just give up all my pieces so I've got no moves. No, I'll just resign. Okay, that was sad. So I'm also 70 points now behind the top guy. 13 minutes left. No time to cry over spilt milk. What's the leaderboard like anyway? If we have a quick peek. Oh, there's no time. Okay. Okay, burn variation again. Okay, sneaked in that one. Okay, pre-move flow, where are you? He's playing to play bishop e6 though, so what about queen d4 here? Okay. So can I get the queens off with this move? Take the queens off. Nope, it's going to leave queen and pre. It's cool, 2100, leaving queen and pre. Okay, I know this isn't high quality chess. Okay, if I get the queen to f6, the knight c5 to a4 here, a6, b5, b4, a4, b file, rook b8, bishop somewhere, and that d5 threatening mate, winning another piece, on c4, winning another piece. Oh, please resign. Let's go on to the next game. It's over. It's over. I'm going to castle. Oh, please, just resign. Just resign. It's easy to resign, please. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, I'm going to have to play queen c3, aren't I? And rook b2. Okay, 129. The leader's 70 ahead now. 199. Oh, there's no catching him, is there? There's no catching this guy. Doesn't matter if I play these gambits. Ready to play the Danish. Ah, 149, 199 after that. Okay, plus 20. And he did double the stakes. There's a 50-point gap, 11 minutes. Maybe all is not lost. Okay, I can play for f2 and h-file attack here. Pre-move flow, yes, accept. H-file, hack attack. Get the bishop pigeonhole. So, I don't know. Do I play bishop h3 first? And queen d7? I know, it's monumental positional strategy here, exchanging off the light square bishops. Hack attack strategy, classic h-pawn. Hack attack. I'm getting f6 and queen h3, but then there's rook h1 here. He didn't play rook h1. Okay. He's got king f3. Right, he's escaping. Cheeky. Knight g5 with this queen g4. I've got knight e5 here as well. Oh no. He's got an escape plan. I just got to get the pre-moves in. I think that's the key thing. Forget about the position for the moment. Just get a time advantage. d4, knight e5 to d3. Actually, that looks pretty tasty. Is it going to be a queen f1, queen g2, rook h2, that sort of thing? Queen g2. Okay, rook h1. Okay, knight f6 to g4, or rook f2s. Knight f6 to g4 might be good. Kill that bishop. Knight g4, bishop e3, even. Just knight takes f2. Come on, this is getting ridiculous, this attack. Oh, cool, there's too many choices, I don't know what to do. Knight takes e3. Why didn't I just take the rook? That would be a good start. Queen d2, mate. Please let me play queen d2, mate. Okay, 169, 219. So 9 minutes left. 169, 219. How can I do it? Is it a gap too far? Okay. Okay, Gambit system here. Pre-move bishop c4. Oh, I don't like my diagonal here. Can I sort out the diagonal? Bishop e3, king f2, that sort of thing. Just not be too materialistic. Knight d4, knight f4, knight h4. Okay, I don't know if my commentary's been too loud, or my choice of opening has been too outrageous for the dog. It's starting to bark. I'm going to just set the exchange here and try and get a rook on the h file. Maybe knight e4, f6, that looks tasty as well. Any knight to e4, in fact. d6 would be handy. So d6 here. g3, bishop h3 is also handy. Okay, keep that knight. So bishop h3 here. It's going to countersack the exchange. So king, I don't know, king g2 and rook f thingy are going to be handy. He's not. Oh, he's going to now knight f6. Okay, so knight h7 is pretty dangerous. What about d7? Then knight h7. Oh, it's spoiling my fun. Let me get the rook in over here. So rook h6, or knight rook h6, pre-move. So rook h7 is dangerous. Winning the queen. Okay, but this gap, is it narrowing? It's probably not. 50 away. 50 away. Okay, Alvin counter Gambit. I'll play this f5 thing. Just sack d5. Play for f2 mating or something. Stop knight b5s. But knight g4, queen h4 would be quite cheeky. And bishop g3's here. Or knight f2, in fact, bishop g3. So knight d3 threats. What about knight d3 here? Double check. Blockade. Maybe knight d7 to f6. Or c6, try and get in knight b4s. Get knight b4, it's a pre-move. Bishop e6 first. Take on f4 maybe if he plays that. Knight takes d4 and in queen. Okay, and that's c2. How do I get to c2? Queen e2. Let's get to c2. Okay, gap 50 still. Even after that, I can't win quick enough. 5 minutes left. I can't win quick enough. I'm gonna have to beat him if I play him again. This guy. Oh, okay. Gap now. 20. Whatever it is. 40. Okay, the old H-file attack, I believe, would be effective at this time limit. Even here, just sack the exchange or something. He's not going to play D-takes, is he? Ouch, that would have been piece downtime. So Queen B6 should be good here. Or just taking the pawn, maybe, simple. Bishop H3 in mind, Knight D3. Knight D3 is actually good, probably. That Bishop H3, just shield my D5 pawn. So Bishop H3, Knight C6, what's this? He's doing pre-move strategy. Oh, okay, Knight E5. There's no F4. I'll just shield the king for a sec. Okay, F6 gives a pigeonhole for my king. Ties down the queen a bit at E3. Okay. It looks pretty scary, doesn't it? Probably because it is really scary, but but okay, there's a but here. The but is it's just bullet, so who cares? Okay. Can I just evict this guy? I protected G6. That's pretty good as well. Is there a pre-move flow available here with 12 seconds left? Get the queens off, play rook takes H8. Rook H8 next, if given the chance. Rook takes next. What this guy? He's gonna take here. What about Knight F3 as a pre-move? This one is a pre-move. This one. Rook G4. Okay, there's a few pre-moves here to put in. Yes, those helped, but the gap is still 40. It's not moving at 40, and it's 3 minutes left. So Morris Smith Gambit. Why didn't I play E5? There's Bishop F7 here. Oh, sure, I don't believe this. It's Knight E6, surely, or Queen D5. Quick win with Queen D5. Okay. Gap 20. The gap fins there. Fins 20. We're talking 20. 20. 20. Albion counter gambit time. With intense pre-move, I think, just to try and get the game over, without losing all my material. Hopefully, there's Knight E4 there as a queen sack. He could have played Queen D5 there. Let's get the queens off if he wants the queens off. If I can get bishop exchanged, I can get into D3, or just pawns to cover D4. Play D4, bishop F5, D4. Get the rook to G8, maybe B5, B4, bishop A3. Okay, that would be a mate actually, because the bishop's covering both colours. Squares. Keep this bishop for a moment longer. Bishop E3 here. Let me play bishop E3. Yep. Okay, win exchange. Okay. So I play C5, D4, BC first. Don't know actually. Play for D3. Play for D3, then play for rook C2. Or maybe just play for E3. Oh, he's not allowing that one. Okay, what about rook to E2 without losing D5? Okay, I can play rook to E2 or rook A2. So the knight's on it. Get the other rook to the 7th. Once he moves the bishop, get the other rook to the 7th. Okay, so rook E2 is a mating net. No, it's not. Why did I think it was a mating net? It's a pre-move opportunity, pre-move flow opportunity. So rook D3 or rook F3, which one is it? I can take on f6 next, take bishop b3 next, or king d4, bishop b3. Yeah, so second place. Well, that's good out of 38. I think that's pretty good. That guy was difficult to catch, so difficult to catch. He had a 50 point gap there, 50-point gap. Let's have a look at that tournament then. So, some strong players in it. Cookerman, who crushed me the other night, managed to win on time in a totally lost position. Okay, comments or questions on YouTube. Come by the King's Crusher Cafe if you've got a chance. It's getting pretty lively, pretty fun in there. King's Crusher Cafe. You can have an auto login if you do the settings thing, you know, community tab. Anyway, blimey, okay. See you later. Cheers.